Alright. Just trying to get through this mission here for the guild. We've all seen videos on it. I was just trying to hopefully catch any weird things that happens during my run. Had a nice bug last time where IPD one-shot Cal, which once you see my mods, you'll understand why that's kind of messed up. But just for anybody else looking, defense mods are super important for this. The reason is because they mitigate damage to health before protection does. So you can have somebody with more defense or more armor and less health than someone else who has all health mods, and that person with the health mods will lose every time or will lose more often because that armor, just the slightest percent change of armor does make a difference. So not all of these mods are ones that I would normally have. For Cere, some of them I just took my highest defense mods or defense sets that I had. So defense on her, weird mod with no defense, but plenty of protection. Another one with no defense, but with tenacity, which isn't really going to make a difference here, but she needs the health. I have a crit avoidance arrow on her. It has worked out fine for me in the past. I haven't come close to losing her. For others, if you're getting close to losing or losing her, put a health arrow on her. I think I've also seen defense arrows and protection arrows. Use your best judgment. Use your best combination of stats. This is another one that doesn't have any defense, so if it worked for the high speed, this normally I wouldn't even have this, but I keep it for the mission, and it works. Health triangle, again with no defense, it's kind of funny, and health cross, and with a healthy set of defense sliced on there. So, like I said, defense does help mitigate damage, or the armor. With Cal, here's the stats, 118k. Actually, let's go back to Cere. She's got 75 and 79, so she's got about 150,000 combined health and protection. That's the target. The armor percent you want to have as much over 70% as possible. And for Cal, mine's at R8. As you can see, I have all health mods for mine. With potency, the R8 does help me a little bit here. So 118,000 health. I just happen to have good health mods with good speed, so it doesn't matter so much if yours is fast like mine is. It does help, so you can help lap the IPD and try to land your armor shreds when IPD has low turn meter. We'll get into that in the mission. But just going over the mods here. So health set with plenty of health, plenty of defense. Again, plenty of defense really does help a lot here. More health, flat defense on the diamond. Health circle with no additional health, but the offense is helpful. The potency is helpful. I needed the potency to help land those armor shreds. Health arrow with good speed, with a great slice of defense and some more health. Health set, potency set, health triangle with a nice set or a nice slice of defense. Again, that's really helpful here. And to round up the potency mod set for the stat boost, got the potency cross with protection to help him here. So again, plenty of health for him, plenty of protection, which, I have breezed through this mission in the past. Last territory battle, like I said, IPD, there's a bug where IPD still had full health, full protection, and still IED'd on me. Took out Cal with one shot. It's a bug that happens every so now. And then it was really annoying. I didn't fail the mission, I just got lucky. I was close enough to the end anyway, so I had saved Cere's saber toss, which saved my ass. Cal's got his armor over 63 or over 60%, so he doesn't need as much armor as Cere does, but as much health as possible. You don't want to load either of them up on more protection because of their stat boosts give protection up, which is based on health, not protection. So this is why you want more health than protection, even though I think on mine I have slightly bit more protection, but with the armor, again, that's going to help her. So, into the mission. And I do not have the Omicron on the Impetuous Assault. If you're having trouble with the mission, this is the one that people have been getting. Deals an additional 10% of the target's maximum health per Cal's Relic Amplifier level. So at R8, he would deal quite a bit of health damage there. Attacks ignore protection, which is really nice. Pretty much just goes right for the health. All allies gain 300% of Cal's base offense for the rest of the battle. So really helpful things there. But if you're having trouble with the mission, throw this Omicron on, but with good modding and paying attention to the battle, timing your moves, you really shouldn't need the Omicron. Back to the mission. So the first wave is pretty easy. Basically, in a nutshell, I'm not going to try to explain it too much, but you're just going to focus one trooper down, and then once Cal's his crossguard form comes up, the first time Cal uses it, he instantly defeats the target. So we're going to just work on this trooper the whole time, and then we're going to get rid of him. Switching Cal's stances between his whirlwind and the whirlwind slam and the windmill defense gives Cal different stat boosts, but they also give him the 5 or 10 stacks, depending on what you're coming from, of where is it? The 30 stacks of Impetuous. So when Cal does his move, first we're going to dispel. We're going to go right into his first form. We're just going to go ahead, and he doesn't have either form right now, so by doing a form that he doesn't have, he gains 10 stacks of Impetuous. When he gets to 30, then he can do his move. So we're just going to Armor Shred with Cere. And this is why the defense, again, this is why the armor is so important. They focused heavily on Cal for that. So with Cere, she's going to go ahead and she's going to do her shield, which gives protection up, which based on Cal's health is going to give him quite a bit of bonus protection. And we're just going to go here again, and then for Cal, into his windmill defense, call other ally to assist. Cal gains protection up again, so he gets more protection up, as you can see here, and then he's going to gain Riposte. So this is where a lot of the problems happen in the next wave. When Cal gains this after having either this one or having Crossguard, he gains Riposte. And what Riposte does is it hits under protection, which means like it basically ignores protection and it goes right for health, and that's what causes IPD to explode. As soon as IPD gets under 100% health is when it does its little IED thing. So as you can see, the health and the protection up are helping Cal just fine. And we're just going to switch back, land another shred of armor, and we're just going to stay here. And Cal's already up to the 30 stacks. 30 stacks of Impetuous. So now it's going to unlock his other ability. So we're going to get rid of this dude. So first time he uses it, he loses 5 stacks of Impetuous. Instantly defeat target enemy. Everybody knows that. See ya. What we're going to try to do now is we want to whittle down this as fast as we can, but we also want to maintain our health and protection as much as possible. And I'm just going to keep doing this. If you've watched Cere's video, this is what he calls the turtle mode. It just, we're not going offensive minded here. We're just keeping the defense up, and we're not switching back to get more riposte. So here we're in the next wave. We got Trilla, our second sister. She is a real pain in the ass. So we'll be targeting her with the one shot, which Cal will do once he gets working over here. But right now we are still in we're in the dual wield, so we got to be careful of his moving between his modes, because we don't want him to get riposte at this point. And we're going to save Cere's shield until they need it a little bit more. So we're just going to, and we're not going to go for any armor shred yet. We're just going to try to keep the defense up, or the protection up, as much as possible. Again, see, without the riposte, and Cal needs some health back, which he gains. And we're going to go ahead and use the shield here. We're going to build our stacks slowly. They're coming a little hard on us, this one, so I just want to maintain our health and protection and defense as much as possible. So Cal will get there. It's just going to take a couple of moves longer than normal. And super. Jesus Christ. Man, so yeah, getting a little tense here. It was definitely going at me a lot harder than normal, so I definitely just want to be careful here. Cal needs, definitely, this is where I gotta be careful with the riposte. When I have riposte, I don't want to do anything that will attack both targets, so I'm just gonna be careful here. So just working my way through here. So I haven't landed a ton of armor shreds yet, and I've just been trying to time it. I've been trying to time not using the not having riposte up, but I've also been watching the turn meter on IPD. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go for an armor shred now. And And again, IPD has low turn meter, and actually doing this does help Cal get his health back. So we're gonna go ahead and do this again. And again, IPD has low health, or low turn meter, so we're gonna do it again. So now Cal's health is back up into green, as you can see. And we can actually probably just get rid of IPD here, or get rid of the trooper here, but we're just gonna do this again just to keep showing you the low turn meter. You just really gotta watch this stuff. So there you go. That's the first time I've ever lost Cere. They went pretty hard at me this time. But you know, you just gotta play your cards right. You gotta know what happens. Knowing when to not do certain things. You don't want to have riposte. You don't want to have riposte and do something like the Impetuous Slam, which affects all enemies, which could trigger IPD. So just knowing what the moves do and having good modding will really influence the outcome of that battle. So like I said, got a little hairy there at the end, had me a little worried, but we're able to work through it. And just showing you, you know, just be patient. Sometimes you gotta draw it out a little bit longer. So hopefully that helped, and yeah, we'll see you guys next time.